Alrighty. Nat, quick, your cats are screaming. You need to go check on them. That was you. That was the joke. I totally got the joke. We got Sheffield. Alright, I don't want to build here because we don't need to build here. There's so many things here that we could do. There's so much we can do right now that's just, it's overwhelming. Don't really know. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna investigate the nearby areas first, and then we're going to set off and figure out what the hell we're gonna do. Sure. Look, that's tall people's humor. You gotta hit me with the small people's humor, okay? Two different types of humor. I don't know. What did you type I don't know for? Hey, thanks for guys for showing up. Thanks guys for showing up so early though. Feels good. I was thinking like, I was honestly thinking like my stream lacks like general excitement. I don't know how to do that. That's something I'm trying to figure out now. I'm trying to figure out how to get people to be excited when they see the notification for my stream to go live. Be like, yeah. I'm trying to figure that out. That's my goal. I'm gonna click that. Have we scrapped every living thing here in Sanctuary? I think we have. I think we have. Okay, so we got some water. Gotta eat some food. Yeah, but I'm like all over the place. I played Rocket League in college. Nat, my friend, I still remember the day. My friend invited me over to play Mortal Kombat X. He had a projector in his dorm. That he wanted to show me. So I remember going over and we played Mortal Kombat X on a projector. It was kind of cool, but his sound was out of sync and he couldn't never fix it. He could never figure it out. But we played Rocket League before that, and I did not like that game at all. At all. There's not too many multiplayer games that I enjoy nowadays. Versus when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I was more open to more multiplayer games, but as an adult, generally, like, Monster Hunter World, even though you could play the game, like, that has multiplayer capability, it was like a single-player game to me. Not too many multiplayer games I like. I mean, to play. That's why I want to get Battlefield 5. Because I have Rainbow Six Siege and I have Overwatch. Hey, what's up, One Day, by the way? What's up, man? I have Rainbow Six Siege and I have Overwatch, but those games are kind of similar, where they're class-based. They're class-based selection shooting games. Hey, what's up, Reek? They're class-based selection games. I kind of just want to get a multiplayer game that's like, create your own class and all that. So I wanted to get Battlefield and see if I can re-spark like my old likeness of multiplayer games that way. I haven't really... The last game I played like that was Reach. So. Ever since then, I've just been playing offline games. I tried to think of like any other multiplayer game that's coming out that I would enjoy, but to be honest, there's not that many coming out. I don't want to play no COD. Right, let's go over here. You should try the scrap everything mod. Yeah, but that would mean I would have to like start building stuff. I'm not really Not really. I'm only focusing on making, like, the bare essentials. And not, like, decoration building. You're so ready for 76. Doop 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 doop. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Come on. Wow. Wow, that bear just killed that super mutant. I don't think I'll ever get back the feeling multiplayer Halo 3 gave me. Did I miss you kill Swan after I went to bed last night? Yeah, you did. I killed Swan on my second try. I mean, isn't that a self-defeating, isn't that self-defeating, though? Chug. Like, I haven't personally found a game that I enjoy, like, multiplayer-wise, since Halo Reach. But well, I mean, Monster Hunter World. Playing Monster Hunter World with people is actually pretty fun. I can say that, but since I played the game 90% offline, I'm not going to consider it a multiplayer game. For me. Even though you can do it. Like, a game that's, primarily multiplayer, it's like the reason you're playing it. What's up, Ness? What's going on, man? Ness, eat the crayon. Grab that hot plate. There we go.
Hell yeah.
Permanently take 5% less damage from melee attacks. Nice. That Wasteland Survival Guide? I do know, like, I'm not really enjoying the Battle Royale movement game, like, FPS games are going to. It seems like Battle Royale is gonna become like the new deathmatch, or the new free-for-all. Like, it's just gonna be a default mode now. I hope that actually does become a thing. That way, the emphasis on Battle Royale kind of dies out. And it just becomes normalized. Because BR is kind of, you know? Alright, we got that one. Where do we want to go? Another place real close by called the Fickle Shipping Fleet Lockup. Yeah, I prefer Quake-style shooters. That's interesting because people did not receive Doom's multiplayer, Doom 2016's multiplayer that well. People kind of said it got repetitive and boring, which is interesting because it had like Quake-style multiplayer to it. Even the Quake Champions game, people kind of were like, it's okay. Not as good as old Quake. I think what's going on is that what's going on is like the same thing that's happening to Sonic. Is that Sonic tries to do new things, and people say it sucks because it's not Sonic just going fast. And so Sonic is stuck in a time loop to where he can never innovate. Because if he innovates, people are gonna instantly hate what he does. because he's not reminding them of what he was when they're in their childhood, which was going fast. I feel like the Sonic series is like stuck in a cycle of forever doing the same thing. And if they deviate any other way, people are gonna get pissed off and mad. Which sucks because that's only gonna mean people are gonna get bored of those games because while people complain that they want something different, if everything stays the same, it's gonna get stale and boring. Just like what happened with Telltale. I can't comment on those new Quake and Doom games. I really like Quake Live, which was pretty old now. That's so true. I feel like they try to do like the evolution of Mario, but you can't. You still have to keep the same high-speed platforming style. Yeah, like people want, like, if you go back and you look at the old Sonic games, they're fun, but all it is, it's the same stuff. Go from point A to point B as fast as you can, bounce off like a spring bouncing thing, and maybe survive some underwater segments, but they're not really that much to it. There's not really that much to it. Yeah, but wasn't Sonic Mania just like a collection of old games? Or like levels like old style games? What I'm saying is I feel like Sonic is one of those things that if they ever try to do anything new, it's just instantly gonna fail because people don't want to see Sonic in a different way. They want to see Sonic as like 90s Sonic. They don't want to see Sonic modern at all. People don't want it. But that creates a problem because like it's what happened with Telltale Games, in my opinion. Telltale Games, all their games are the same. They play exactly the same, and I think that was their problem. They play exactly the same with very little innovation. They tried to innovate by creating more QTEs, but that's not really gameplay. So like, you're kind of, if you stay the same forever, you're kind of dooming yourself to fail. Because eventually people are going to get kind of sick of it and want change. Delivering change at the right time, I guess, is the hardest thing to do.
Blake, I want you to listen to me as a brother here. This whole deal with Eddie is wicked shiesty. I mean, what kind of business partner threatens to kill you if the deal doesn't go his way? We are in way over our heads, man. I can't see a way out of this. No way except shutting down and getting out of Dodge. Give me a chance to talk this out with you face to face. I just want both of us to get out of this.
Hey, found a safe.
Yes.
I think my whole point of what I was getting at is that the Doom and the Quake games kind of feel like the old Doom and Quake games, but people didn't receive them that well because I feel like those are relics of the times. You know what I mean? Like, they were good then, but not good now. Also, I'm not really sure how a Fortnite fan could call something repetitive.
Nice.
Yeah, I know what you... I know exactly what you... What's up, Chief? Yeah, because literally Fortnite, you're doing... But, I mean, to be honest, that's like every multiplayer game. The only, like, every multiplayer game has the same tools to do the same stuff. But it's like what happens during a game is what creates the variety. Not the game itself, but what the players do at the game is where the variety is created. Like chess. Yeah. The tools are the same, but what happens during it changes based upon the players. That's why, honestly, that's why multiplayer games stay on top and single-player games stay on bottom. Because multiplayer games can only be played in so many different ways, and most of them are the same. The storyline is always the same, but a multiplayer game, it's like a new story every round. You are doing the same stuff, but it's a new story every round. Like, are you gonna die to this? Are you gonna be able to kill everybody with a rocket launcher? That's like, to go back to Telltale, that's another thing. That's kind of why they're gone, is because their games, they were all story driven, and there was like such little gameplay in them that, like, the gameplay in all the Telltale games were the same. It was basically Batman's detective mode the entire game, with QTEs when you get into a panic. And then the later games just started incorporating, like, more actions into the QTEs. But every Telltale game was the same. Gameplay-wise, they were the same, with very, very little innovation. So they're very story-driven. But then, if you're gonna have a game that's very... If you're gonna have a game that's very story-driven, you have to incorporate it in some way to where a playthrough can be different from another. And what they did was, yeah, you can lose like a couple characters, but the ending is almost always the same. Like in Season 2, you can have the ending to Season 2 in The Walking Dead. It still ends almost the same way, even though the characters are different. Like, there's no real change in the big storyline. Like, those games have to have, like, drastically huge different outcomes. Single-player games have to have, like, either mad replayability with, like, weapons and gameplay, or they gotta have drastically different story outcomes each playthrough. Or else, it's just gonna be a game that it's the flavor of the month or the week. Resident Evil games are just popular. It's not a Q-all thing, but, like, most new games, like, there's certain games, like, Fallout's like, this game's a good, for instance. You can play it unarmed. You can play it no-hit. You can play it gun-only. You can play it energy gun-only. You can play it stealth. You can play it sniper. You could play it assassin. You can play it... Oh, it has 4... I mean, while the storyline's always the same, which is what is wrong with this game, which is what's wrong with this game, what you say to certain individuals changes based upon what you pick. Like, this game does have variety. But yes, there's certain games like Resident Evil that people just love because they're just popular. Resident Evil, like the old school Resident Evil games, people just love them because they're popular. But they're not, like, on Twitch, they're not going to be the big games. Like, generally... You don't see Resident Evil 7 in the top... You don't see Resident Evil 7 in the top, like, 50 of games being played. That's because the game... That's because once you play it for the storyline, you already know how the storyline goes. So then what's else to play the game for? No multiplayer to it. Speedrunner. That's about it. We need REBR. That's why multiplayer games are always on top. Yeah, I'm not gonna kind of miss them either, to be honest. We got something over there. What's our inventory looking like? Trying to collect like all this loot. How are you doing, Cheese? How's it going, man? We're at 297. Probably drop this junk off at Red Rocket. Dinner? Hell yeah, brother. Alright, let's go jump this junk off and come back. I swear your tacos always make me hungry. I need to get a sponsorship. I need a food sponsorship. I don't know. I'm kind of looking for a multiplayer game that I can play on Twitch. That I'll really look forward to playing. I'm having a hard time finding one. I like Siege and all, but I don't think that's a game for me to be like that. I like Monster Hunter World, but kind of done with it. I need to find my game. We got some... Have any water we can create here? Concrete? Where's some concrete at? Guess I have some concrete somewhere. Oh, that's steel. Rubber. Rubber. Damn, there's so much rubber. Steel. Wood. No concrete? No. Steel. Dog meat. Wood. Concrete? No. No. I'm not seeing it. Do I have some? Maybe I have some. Ceramic. Cloth. Cloth. Copper. Circuitry. Ceramic. Wood. Oh, I'm trying to think of a huge multiplayer game you would like. I can't think of it. Yeah, I'm having a hard time too. The only one that comes to mind is if it's in the workshop, it would show to be using while building. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, no, I don't like MMOs. Yeah, I don't like MOBAs or bad BRs. I mean, I got to where I am on Twitch, just streaming what I like, what I've been doing the entire time. Still haven't really changed. Gotten to, I'd say realistically, I've gotten to like 3,000 followers. Just playing whatever I like. So that's about 1,000 followers a year. I'll leave that one. Oh, shit. Someone there? Why are you attacking this place?
What? I hear something.
No, my turrets are dead. No, settler. Come on. Fallout, it's not an MMO though.
Thanks a lot. Hope you ain't one of them synths here to spy.
Wait. So if my turrets get like destroyed, do I have to repair them? Resource object is destroyed. Can't be produced these resources until they're repaired. Oh. Oh. I'm gonna scrap them. Well, that was a waste. Oh well. Rat. Yeah, Fallout 76, I don't know what it's going to be. I don't think it's an MMO. When I think of MMO, I always think of, like, monthly subscription. But I know that's not synonymous with all of them. Well, at least the sound is working. Hey, oh, we must not have transcoding tonight. Transcoding must not be here tonight. Sam must be having problems too. Yeah, you probably don't have transcoding. Keys. Probably not available. Usually when you talk about how it's freezing, it's usually the P's. Alright, that's nothing I can really fix. Or, I mean, there's nothing I have control over. Jeez. That's up to Twitch. Sometimes when I can lower the resolution, it works perfectly. Do you have the option to lower the resolution? Not now? Yeah. Not really. Nothing I can really do about that. There's probably a lot of people streaming. There's probably a lot of partner people streaming right now. And probably a bunch of higher level affiliates. So they probably got higher priority for transcoding than me. Most likely the case. Because that's how it's worked. That's how it works. Was it like this last year? Yeah, it's always yeah. It's always been like this, yeah. But when you first found me, I wasn't an affiliate. When you first found me, I wasn't an affiliate, so I never had the piece to begin with. think we're good. I think that's all the scrap. Yeah, I didn't have the piece to begin with, so... Yeah. Yeah, when you're an affiliate, you don't get the peas all the time. That's a partner perk. Which sucks. Because, obviously, it sucks. Because people can't watch your stream. So then it's like, how do you become a partner if people can't watch your stream? It really sucks. It's like one of those things. It's like, it's not punishment. It's just like, you don't have the numbers. You don't have the numbers required to have the P's for people to be able to lower the resolution to watch your stream. So get towards partnership and you'll have them. But then it's like, nobody, like, they can't watch my stream, so you're just gonna be like, I can't watch it. I'll see you when you have them back. That's not really helping you get partnered, you know? Then again, it's not really about helping you. It's about you doing it yourself, so. It looks fine on my screen. What's the green border? Green border means you can store it in the workshop. Yellow means you can't store it. So if you store it, you can use it again. But if it's yellow, you can scrap it. It can also be your internet speed too. It's probably good for you. You probably got better internet, Cheese. Probably have better internet. But that's what the P's are for. No, the green shield thing outside. What green shield thing? See any green shield thing? Green border? I don't see a green border. Oh, the board where you can build? Oh, down here? Where it says defense turrets and traps? That's for building. You have to enter building. You have to enter the building mechanics of the game to be able to scrap stuff. So right now, I'm going around scrapping stuff for resources. And that I can use to build stuff. I'm like, every settlement has like, oh no, never mind, I'll tell you when you're near it. Oh, do you mean the green? Oh, you mean the border? This is telling it, like, when I go out of it, outside of building area, workshop, this is our building area. We can't build out here. We can only build in here. Which sucks because... It sucks because things like this in vanilla Fallout get in the way. Like, if you want to build, like, a fort, you can't. You can't really build in a straight line because things like this, you can't put wood between it. Because it's like, oh, it's in the way, but then the game doesn't allow you to scrap it, which is where you have to download a mod. So, it's kind of very inconvenient. And then also, like, elevations. This game doesn't accommodate for elevations in terrain. So, like, if you put a piece of wood up here, it won't connect to a piece of wood down here. Stupid. They could have did some better things. I think that's everything scrapped. Alright, cool. We should have some cement now. Oh, but you were saying you could see me playing FPS games? I like FPS games. I just don't play them. I haven't found one that I enjoy in a little while. Alright, that's all I want to make. Okay. Okay, I was seeing if I had any... Wait a minute. Don't I have bottles? Should be fine with 50 download. Are you running things in the background? Got any bottles? Alright, let's go fill up these bottles. We can have some drinking water. Now we'll have some nice drinking water. Yeah, also remember, it could be the quality of the internet, too. It could be the overall quality of the internet. Just because you have 75 download or something, 100 download, if it fluctuates a lot, then it's not really going to help. Must be Comcast. Well, she lives in Finland. I don't think they have Comcast in Finland. Cool. Right, we got a little junk there. Let's go back to the other place that we were... But yeah, it's also about the quality of your internet. If your internet fluctuates a lot, then it's gonna have that problem. You shouldn't have a problem. I upload at 4 megabytes per second. That's my upload rate, 4 megabytes per second. So, as long as you can download, if you could download that, you would be fine. If you have 100, that's way beyond what you need to watch my stream. I guess I could start streaming in like 30 frames per second though. And probably at like 3,000. Alright, let's get these tin cans. I wish we could take that. What is your bit rate at? 4,000. I stream at 4,000. The highest you can stream at on Twitch is 6,000. I stream at 4. That's probably why. What do you mean? About bit rates, I noticed that if it's over 3,000, I have problems often. Yeah, I always stream at 4,000. It depends on it's not that easy to calculate. It really depends on what you're playing. That's what it really depends on. It depends on what you're playing. Like, if you're playing a game like The Witcher 3, you're gonna need a higher bit rate. If you're playing games like Hearthstone, you're gonna need a lower bit rate. It's really more about the game you're playing than your actual resolution. There's no one all bit rate for one thing. You have a game that has... Yeah, if you have a game that has a lot of animations in it, you need a higher bit rate. And that can be muzzle flashes. That could be muzzle flashes. That could be a whole bunch of other things. Yeah, let's drop these in here. So when we get a store, we can just sell this stuff later. We can just sell this stuff later. But yeah, but that's kind of how it is. And then also Twitch gives us a thing that we can use to see bit rates and stuff, and they kind of recommend 4,000 for 60 FPS.